Today we will do something a little different. I will refer to today's lesson as an addition to the first lesson of Academic Writing and Publishing 101. I will share tips on how to find relevant research studies and literature review articles for your academic paper. If you want to check out the first lesson of Academic Writing and Publishing 101, where I discuss the differences between a literature review and a research study, I have included the video link here. Now let's dive into today's lesson, shall we? Hey everyone, I hope you're all having a fantastic day. This is Annie from Environment. To begin, open your search engine such as Google. Start typing your initial idea or research question to understand the current knowledge on your topic of interest. For example, I will refer to the question I asked in the first lesson: where does today's knowledge currently stand on using artificial intelligence in water management? Google will then suggest several websites to read. However, it's important to look for published scientific articles instead of regular website. You might find recommendations for published articles, like I find this one from MDPI. To ensure you find and collect relevant scientific articles and books, you can use several scientific databases and search engines simultaneously or choose one over the others. These include Google Scholar, Science Direct, Semantic Scholar, PubMed, which offer publications in medicine and life sciences, IEEE Explore, which collects publications in computer science and electrical engineering. There are more options, however, you can choose from. For instance, American Chemistry Society offers a variety of journals. Nature, that's actually a British weekly scientific journal founded and based in London, England. Science, it's also a peer-reviewed academic journal of the American Association for the Advancement of Science. More and more are coming, but these are the most common ones to use for now. There's also another option you can choose from, which is Google Books, that can provide helpful information as well. Keep in mind that you might not have access to read the full article of your choice if you don't have a university email address or a subscription to that scientific journal. But don't be disappointed, as some articles are available for free. I will share some tips on how to get the article you want to read at the end of this lesson. Once you find the search engines you like, start using them. Here are some tips for using Google Scholar and Science Direct. Open Google Scholar and type your question or use relevant keywords. For example, I'm just going to use the same question I asked previously. Where does today's knowledge stand on using artificial intelligence in water management? As you can see, thousands of results will appear, and you definitely don't want to read them all. That would be impossible. So let me show you how to narrow them down. For instance, you can select the date, let's say since 2023, as our question was about the current knowledge. You will see that it narrows down somewhat, but there are still many articles to choose from. You can also choose whether to read any type of article or just a literature review. Let's try literature reviews only for now, as you are interested in what has been discussed on the topic to identify gaps and suggest further discussions. You will notice that many literature reviews have been published on the subject, significantly more than actual research studies. You will also see that instead of a complete research question, you can break down your ideas into keywords. Later, once you start your search and read a lot of articles, You will be able to set the direction of your topic of interest and find more specific studies. Your research questions or ideas will evolve and become more specific too after reading extensively. Let me show you what happens if you use specific keywords. AI water management. The number of studies has actually increased. If you specify your ideas even more, such as adding the term sustainable water management, the results have somewhat decreased but are still broad. That's what I meant when I said your research question will evolve with time. Let's try machine learning sustainable water management. Actually, the number increased. Next, let's check how Science Direct works. Let's do the same as I did with Google Scholar. Where does today's knowledge stand on using artificial intelligence in water management? As you can see, thousands of results will appear again. Now let's select again since 2023, just like what we did in Google Scholar. However, here you need to select all years after 2023 to be included. And now the number somewhat decreased. Let's narrow it down to literature reviews. So here on the left hand side, you can select years, article types, publication titles, subject areas. Let's select for now the date range and review articles. Also, these numbers in the brackets are already giving us the number of publications that we can find. Use the exact keywords that we used previously in Google Scholar. AI water management. With Science Direct, you need to make your selections again after you type your keywords, as you can see. So let's select again the years after 2023 and review articles. So now we have 3,733 results. However, you have to keep in mind that this only shows articles published by Elsevier. Google Scholar will give you every publisher, not only Elsevier. Let's specify it again, our search. AI sustainable water management. Again, you need to make your selections. Okay, it decreased. 2,860 results. Now let's make it more specific. Machine learning, sustainable water management. Again, the recent years. We got a bit more this time. You can also try out using keywords, any keywords that comes to your mind. Science Direct also offers an advanced search feature. You can search using keywords, or as they call it here, terms. Even you can find articles based on the journal or the book title, if you know them, the years of publication, the author's name, if you know any. So let's try publication years. But keep in mind that, again, if you need to use the advanced search, you again need to select the selections here based on article type. And the nice thing, they have subject areas as well. You can select environmental science, for instance, for this topic, and engineering. So you can definitely define your search. Another nice feature Science Direct has is you can refine your searches also based on the access type. So if you're gonna click on Open Access or Open Archives, these are definitely going to give you the articles that are freely available online to read and download without any restrictions. You can click on the View PDF link if you like the article and want to download it. I recommend reading articles that answer your questions. To make reading faster, first read the title of the article. If you like it and find it intriguing, click on it and then go to the abstract section and read that one too. If you find it relevant to your project or your topic, you can either read the entire article or go to the conclusion section and read that part. Another good idea for understanding your chosen article is to check the last paragraph of the introduction section to clarify the research question of the selected article. Right here, this method allows for faster reading of scientific articles. You might develop your methods later as well. You can also establish specific quality checks for published articles to determine their usefulness for your search criteria. For instance, you can ask questions from yourself such as, is this article relevant to my search? Yes, partially. Keep it. No, search more. Did the authors clearly define their objective and answer their research questions? Are the methods the authors used understandable and replicable? Did the authors discuss any problems or limitations they encountered? This question will help you determine their honesty, as there will always be rising issues, big or small, no matter what. There's no shame in encountering a limitation. That's part of the progress. They might even recommend what they will do next time to solve the issue, which you can find at the end either within the conclusion or in a separate dedicated section for future research. The last tip I want to share today is about what to do if you don't have access to specific articles but want to read them. If you have a university email address, you can log into Science Direct by clicking the link in the top right corner. This page will prompt you to access it through your organization. If you lack a university email but know someone who does have, you can ask your friend to download the article for you if they have access to it. Many universities subscribe to certain journals. Another option for accessing specific article is to use ResearchGate. If you have an account, you can request the full text directly from the authors, and they may send you a copy of the article you need if it's available. Let me know in the comments below if you would like to hear more about the searches. Please feel free to post your questions and concerns in the comments. I'll do my best to address them within the available time. That's all for today. I hope to have you in the next lesson where we will dive into the details of a manuscript's content using many examples. See you all in the second Academic Writing and Publishing 101 lesson.